Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and Shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect that are destined to be saved. I'm the brother Kalaban from the GMS UK London Forecasters Camp, coming back at you with another lesson to edify those of which I spoke of. So this is an article from BBC News. It says, last passengers leave, virus hit cruise ship, there's 3 more tests positive. This was published on the 11th of May, which was yesterday. Okay, so it says, the last passengers have left the Hunter virus hit cruise ship as authorities confirmed 3 new positive cases linked to the deadly outbreak. Wait a second. Right, so it says, the last passengers have left the Hunter virus hit cruise ship as authorities confirmed 3 new positive cases linked to the deadly outbreak. The MV Honduras departed Tenerife for the Netherlands on Monday after its final 6 passengers, 4 Australians and 1 Briton and 1 New Zealander and some crew members disembarked. 3 passengers have died after travelling on the ship, 2 of whom were confirmed to have had the virus. An American and French national who have previously returned home have tested positive, authorities said. 7 cases of the Hunter virus linked to the MV Honduras have been confirmed, with 2 others suspected, according to the World Health Organization. Excuse me. Spain's health minister said 1 Spaniard who is quarantining in Madrid after being evacuated from the vessel has also provisionally tested positive for the Hunter virus on Monday. On Monday, the United States Health Department said a second American national on Sunday's repatriation flight has shown mild symptoms, adding that both passengers have travelled back in biocontainment units out of an abundance of caution. So yeah, this thing's heating up, man. French Health Minister Stephanie Rist said a woman was isolating in Paris and that her health was deteriorating, with 22 contacts traced. 2 British nationals with confirmed cases are being treated in the Netherlands and South Africa. 17 Filipino crew members of the MV Honduras arrived in the Netherlands on Tuesday morning. According to the Philippine Embassy, 4 crew members arrived earlier on Sunday morning. The embassy said the crew underwent medical testing and will be quarantined in local facilities. In total, there are 38 Filipino crew members that require eventual repatriation to the Philippines, the embassy added. Hunter viruses are usually carried by rodents, but human transmission of the Andes strain, which the World Health Organization believes some of its ship passengers contracted in South America, is possible. Symptoms can include fever, extreme fatigue, muscle aches, stomach pain, vomiting, diarrhea, and a shortness of breath. Officials say the risk of a major outbreak is very low. Yeah, we'll see about that. As of Monday evening, the ship's operator, Ocean-Wide Expeditions, said 27 people remain on board the ship, including 25 crew members and 2 medical staff. These include 17 people from the Philippines, 4 from the Netherlands, including the 2 medical staff, 4 from the UK and 1 from Russia, and 1 from Poland. Ukraine's foreign minister said the Ukrainians on board would help with the ship transfer to the Netherlands and would quarantine at a medical facility on arrival. It added that they had shown no signs of the illness. Yeah, let's get a little bit more on this. A very quick guide to Hunter virus. What is the virus on the Dutch cruise ship? Hantavirus is a group of viruses carried by rodents. It can be found in some areas of Europe, Africa, and Asia. While most hantaviruses do not pass from person to person, rare instances of human transmission have been documented in with the Andes virus strain. How does it spread? Hantaviruses are carried by rodents. Infections in humans tend to occur in places where people and rodents coexist. People usually become infected by breathing in air contaminated with virus particles from rodent urine and droppings of saliva. Transmission between people occurs only through close contact. The Andes strain of the hantavirus has been identified in a number of people on a Dutch cruise ship. What are the symptoms? Symptoms of hantavirus infection can include fever, extreme fatigue, muscle aches, stomach pain, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and a shortness of breath. In some cases, people develop severe breathing difficulties or low blood pressure and kidney failure, requiring hospital care. How is it treated? There is currently no widely available vaccine or specific antiviral treatment for HV infections. Treatment is supportive and based on symptoms, but hospital care based on symptoms such as hospital care and respiratory support. More than 90 passengers of the MV Honduras, which was docked in Spain's Canary Islands, excuse me, have been repatriated over the past few days. 4 Canadian passengers landed in Victoria, British Columbia on Sunday after taking a chartered flight from Tenerife to Quebec. Authorities said that they were self-isolated and would be monitored for at least 3 weeks. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services said all 17 citizens on Sunday's flight would undergo clinical assessments at a medical facility in Nebraska. A British national living in the United States was also repatriated alongside them. Seven other US passengers have already returned home and are being monitored in their home states. Before the Americans' case was confirmed, the WHO head Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus warned that the decision by the United States not to follow the organization's guidelines of a hantavirus break may have risks. Excuse me. The WHO has recommended 42 days of isolation for those leaving MV Honduras. When Dr. J. Bratakiyawa, acting head of the United States Centers for Disease Control, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control, CDC, has said he did not want to cause a public panic, insisting that human-to-human transmission was rare and should not be treated like COVID. Cruise ship passengers were pictured wearing blue gloves and bouffant caps and medical face masks as they disembarked from Tenerife. 20 British nationals flown to Manchester from Tenerife on Sunday were taken to Arrow Park Hospital in Merseyside to isolate for 72 hours. None have reported any symptoms. 14 Spaniards flown to Madrid are in mandatory quarantine in a military hospital, while another 2 evacuation flights were scheduled for Monday. A separate flight carrying 26 passengers and crew, including 8 Dutch nationals, arrived in the Netherlands on Sunday. In a video message released on Monday, by ocean-wide expeditions, which operates the MV Honduras. The captain said the crew's thoughts were with the ones that are no longer with us. This is just crazy, though. If there's an outbreak of this thing, why did they even let these people return home? Why didn't they quarantine them in a local area of the local vicinity of the cruise ship? Doesn't letting these people travel only help to spread the disease? Or maybe that's what they want. Jan Dobrogowski added that the past few weeks have been extremely challenging to us, while praising the patience, discipline and kindness shown on board the vessel. Spanish Health Minister said that a police officer involved with the repatriation operation had died of a cardiac arrest. An early Dutch man was aboard the first passenger. Let me read that again. An early Dutchman was the first passenger who died on board the MV Honduras on 11th of April. He had earlier developed symptoms and was believed to have been the first infected in the outbreak, but died before he could be tested. His wife left the ship on 24th of April on the island of St. Helena and flew to South Africa. She died 2 days later in a clinic in Johannesburg. A German woman died on board the cruise ship on the 2nd of May. Both women are confirmed cases. The MV Honduras has been carrying 147 passengers and crew from 23 countries after departing from Ushuaia in Argentina on the 1st of April. And that's the end of the article. But, we've got to keep our eye on this story because it's, news in development. This is Yep, this is signs of the end. Matthew 24, starting from verse 3 again. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take ye heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumours of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Are we not having wars and rumours of wars? Haven't we got the war between Iran and Israel and United States? Haven't we got wars in Ukraine versus Russia? There's all kind of wars and rumours of wars taking place, but guess what? These are all signs of the end. It says, For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. Ye shall hear of wars and rumours of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So these famines are coming very soon around the corner to confront the people of this world due to the closing of the Strait of Hormuz. That's going to result in food shortages, inconveniences for these people, famines, and you've got pestilences. And what we just read here about this hantavirus thing, it sounds like a Mickey Mouse show to me, in the way they're attempting in the way that they're not attempting to mitigate the spread of it. It's like they're putting people on that cruise ship, getting them infected and giving them a pat on the back and sending them on their merry old way to go back to whichever part of the world they came from, carrying the virus with them. So we'll continue to monitor this situation to see if it escalates any further. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Let's get that. This is 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11. Excuse me. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11 says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So yeah, you know, we'll continue to monitor this situation and see how it develops. But yes, there's a lot going on in these last days. So, you know, keep your head screwed on, and you know, we'll continue to watch this thing until we no longer can. You know, we're going to keep prophesying and pushing this word until we no longer can. And Lord willing, you know, it won't be too long before our Lord and Saviour Yahushua returns to destroy this place. So with that, I want to once again give all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of great men stand and rule well. And shalom unto the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect that are destined to be saved. And I'll catch you on the next lesson, Lord willing. Shalom for now.